get this set up a bit. Cool. Why is it doing that? Perfectly fine yesterday. Now today. It knows I'm streaming. Alrighty. Welcome back, everyone. We got a... This is going to be the craziest TT you've ever seen in your life. It's going to be totally different from anything you've seen before, I guarantee it. So, we're doing a... Let me actually just sign up for the race. 1 second. Where'd that go? More events. Go. So, here's what we got. We are doing a Alpe simulation on flat road. So, I couldn't find any hilly races. There was one, it was too late. It was like 2:30. That's like a recipe for bonking for me. Starting a 45K race at that. Because it ends with like the power to the tower I'm talking about. Ends with like a really big climb, so it's like I'd be hitting that at 3:30. It's too late in the day. So unfortunately not a lot of race selection, but we do have a 9.3K TT this morning, or I guess this afternoon. And here's what we're gonna do. So I figure that should take me roughly 11 minutes and 50 seconds to 12 minutes, in that kind of a range. And what we're gonna do is, you remember how on the Alpe I ended up standing for the first 8 minutes of that race? I'm hearing myself talk. 1 second. There we go. So remember how I stood for the first 8 minutes of that race? Well, what we're gonna do today, and sorry, it was at higher power, and then I settled down back towards FTP, and then built it back towards the end. So what we're gonna do today, for the 9.3K time trial, on a flat road, which will make it hard, because it's flat. There's nothing really to push against, I don't think. I might be in basically the 11 or 12 for most of this. But what we're gonna do, this heart rate's either my heart rate is really low or what's up here. Let's go. We'll see what happens here. Either that or I'm just calm as a cucumber right now. I don't think so. I don't think it's 92. So what we're gonna do is, for the 9.3K, or roughly 12 minutes, let's just call it. There we go, now it's moving. I'm gonna stand the entire time. And that's the goal. Stand for 12 minutes. That's it. That's the goal of the race. So I should say stand and push around 365 watts. So those are the goals. Very simple. Stand for 12 minutes at 365, and then here's the kicker. You ready? Finish the race. Take around a 3-minute cool down, so it'll be about 15-minute mark. make my way over if I can. There you go, heart rate. I was gonna say, either me and Lionel have done a transplant or something's up. There you go. So, make my way, hopefully in that time, to the bottom of the epic KOM so I can finally push against some actual resistance, since I'm not keen on pushing out of the saddle like I'm planning on a completely flat course, the Beach Island loop. And so, make my way over in those 3-minute times, so leaving on a 15-minute send-off. And then I'm going to do a 3-minute, a 4-minute, a 5-minute, a 6-minute, and a 7-minute on 1-minute recoveries at approximately FTP. And in case you're wondering about the randomness, that adds up 3 plus 4, if I'm doing the math right, is 7, right? Plus 5 is 12, plus 6 is 18, plus 7, 25. Did I do this right? Or am I doing too much for myself? 1 second. The distances are so random with the 9.3. Plus that, plus that, plus that, plus that. Yeah, 25. Adds up to 25 minutes. And then 25 minutes plus the 12 minutes from the race should give me around 37 minutes of work, which is a little bit longer than we plan on doing, for sure, up the Alpe. So hopefully it's not that long. But that's what we're doing nonetheless. And the idea of going from short to long is that I anticipate the first one might feel a little gummy, I'll call it, and so it might take some time to just kind of get that 365 hopefully out of the legs. It will be, admittedly, it will be hard pushing 365 out of the saddle on a flat road. That's gonna kind of be awkward. I'm not sure what the cadence will end up being around. We're still getting there. I'm probably, thanks for tuning in, Noah. I'm close. Like, I still think the top end is not where it was, for sure, but tempo power actually, I hate to say it, not hate to say it, but it's great to be saying it, but it might be the best it's been. The Zone 3 kind of, even low-end LT1, like low-end Zone 2, or I guess upper-end Zone 2, I think is stronger than it's been. I did an endurance ride on Wednesday. That was 280 watts for 2 hours. And I know from being outside at that power before, that would get me a roughly 2-hour flat bike split. Or like 201, 202, let's say. 202. With turns and whatnot. So let's say 202. And I did that like just, my heart rate didn't crest over 160 really. So my Zone 3 and 2 is incredibly strong. And I think that's just from riding every single day. VO2 is not as strong as it was. And I'd say overall FTP is, I'd say 15 away from my best. But it is getting better, for sure. yeah, it's the better. I agree, Noah. It's the better situation, especially for triathlon. If I'm saying like, well, my 85% is, I think, probably stronger than it's ever been, and I can't sprint though. It's like, who cares? So 100%, you're right. Like, it's like, so what? Um, what? Maybe I can't sprint out of a corner. Who cares? It's irrelevant. If I can hold. Now, this is done upright, I should say. So, this is all kind of, until it's done in aero, it doesn't mean a massive amount. But, it's what I said in one of the posts on Instagram. You gotta kind of, take the wins and enjoy the moment. And so I'm not gonna be like, well, it's good, but, it's not an aero, so who cares? No, I'm gonna be like, no, at this time last year, I couldn't even sit on the saddle. And now I'm pushing on an endurance ride 280 watts average with recoveries, warm up, cool down, and everything. And doing that in an extremely hot room. And then got off the bike no problem, like it never happened. And so, I'm not going to be like, well, it's not an aero. Who cares? It will be. I just keep showing up. And we get better every week, every month. And I'll be back. I'll be back for sure. So the race starts in 9 minutes. So I'm going to have to truncate the warm-up a bit. So let's be done 2:16. Be done. So 5 more minutes warm up. I just really want to get like quads ready to go because they're going to be getting a hell of a lot today with 12 minutes out of the saddle. Three more minutes and then get into the race. Alrighty, let's go. Vent. I don't know why this isn't showing up. Let's leave, and then I'll come back in. Be really cool if the event that I signed up for comes up. What the hell? Hello? How do we get in the event? It says going. Start time in 2 minutes. Yeah, how do I go? Go! Normally, doesn't it normally say, like, you know, you want to join? So I have to end this and come back. Let's end the ride. Okay. Save. Hopefully I don't lose you guys in the interim here. We start in 2 minutes. Isn't it supposed to have like an auto, like, start, go to the event deal? Events. Start. There we go. Okay. It's all good. All good in the hood. Did I lose you guys? No, you're still... Alright, let me get some music on. Minute 16 until... Out of the saddle. So to review. Out of the saddle for this entire race. Okay? And then... we go into a workout. Approximately 3 minutes later. Let's just check you guys are still here. Yep. Okay. I won't be able to see the chat, but ...40 seconds. All right, quads. Get yourself ready. Four, two, approaching start line. I'm not going yet. I go when you tell me. Oh, I guess it's at the thing? No. Lead in? We going? Okay, we're going. I don't like this layout. Normally it has it in the middle for the TTs. I'm in a race. Be done in 10 minutes. Don't turn the microwave on or anything, okay? There goes the race. Drop the chain. I knew I shouldn't have changed. I knew I shouldn't have changed gears. I knew it. I sat for 2 seconds to try. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Fucking idiot. Absolutely stupid idiot. I knew it. I'm like, just power up the damn hill. Sit at fucking 60. Who cares? Try to change under bid tension. Jeez, I dropped all the way bottom bracket. with a dropout. Oh. Still got it to 364. My chain dropped. My chain dropped. I stupidly changed gears. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have changed. And I changed stupid at the top of the hill. Dropped the damn chain for 30 seconds. And still got to the power. The last 7 minutes must have been like 385. On damn downhills. Holy mo... Ay, ay, ay. Hey, Hubert. Jeez, what could have been? I could have been 375. Which way are we going? I got a minute and a half here, and then we start the workout. I'll maybe go to that epic from this side. Alright, so in a minute now, we go. This is way too easy. I don't know what we're doing here. It's just soft pedaling. What is this crap? Let's move. Can't clear the lactate at 100. Gotta work through it. So, now we go 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute, 7 minute at 335. Holy Moses. That's a stupid idiot. Could have been a sick ride. I knew I was gonna drop it too. And I'm like, nah, that's changed. I knew it. I don't know why. I doubted myself. Never been wrong before. And I knew it. Like, you change gears right now, it's gonna drop. I'm sitting in the 12. Like, holy jumping. Alright, let's go. 3 minutes. Hey. 335. Now it's 4 minutes. I think you get the drift now. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 minute between everything. This is, I must have been in a great mood when I designed this. This is Murphy. Let's see which way we're going here. 336. Right now it's going as planned on the workout part, which is feeling better as I go. Hence why the intervals get longer as we go. And now it should get easier, pushing against some resistance. Thank God. Now it's a 5 minute. Now you change gears. Yeah, we're gonna have a talk after this, me and you. On your left. Man, that Tron bike's fast. Three, 337, 338, sorry. Just changed at the end. Now 6 minute. I guess, not I guess, but the sub goal to this, no, I'm talking to the stream. The sub goal to this is by standing for 12 minutes straight. Means it doesn't feel so good standing anymore. And so we got to do these ones seated. 340. Last one. Now we got a 7-minute. It's be a little tough with the downhills here. Kind of like that race. 3-4-3. A minute one of the KOM there. Saw the name on it. All right, eventful. That was eventful. Give me 1 minute. All right. I'm good, Matthias. I'm good. Other than the chain drop on that race, that was a banging workout. Without the chain drop, holy jumping. I'll be interested to see the replay because I think I was down and out for about 30 seconds there, and it wasn't a restful 30 seconds. That's for darn sure. Reaching down, trying to get the darn thing. But, I think the average was 364. Really hard to do with the downhills, and I knew it was going to be hard. But I thought it'd be an interesting test to see, and also it forced me, as I said, out of my comfort zone a little bit because the inertia would be a lot higher, and there'd be times when I'm going to be kind of almost spinning out, which will happen around the turns, and so it's a good test in that regard, that you can produce the power under really any circumstances. And 364 with, I don't know, a 30-second power dropout. It'll be very interesting on Training Peaks to see what that average is without that. And it's really hard, but like mentally, right? Because it's like I came out of that, and then you're angry, and you kind of want to get all the power back all at once, but you say there's still 8 minutes to go, whatever. The distance was really weird. I thought it was 9.3. I think it was shorter than that. Really confusing overall on the race, like where exactly it was starting. But yeah, like you want to get it all back at once, and that's like the knee-jerk reaction, but you got to be smart and be like, if you pound a minute here, right, if I just go 420 for a minute, I ain't gonna be able to hold 360, right? And so I did a reasonably good job, I think, of trying to build it back slowly, and kind of remarkable that I was able to get it. Like 365 was the goal, and I think it was 364 at the line. Be interesting to see what Zwift Power has, because like depending where the start stop is, the interface was terrible. I loved the old TT interface with the thing kind of in the middle. That I think was a lot better. This was like, it just felt like a normal ride. But anyways, it was really well done, I think, to not get it all back, get sucked into that idea of, oh, let's just get all the power back all at once, right? And then let's get it back slowly and progressively. And it would have been so nice to have a few more uphills, because like the S's are really hard out of the, like doing out of the saddle on the S's where I'm already in like the 12 for the entire time. It's like, it's gonna grind me down, and then it's gonna spin out and grind me down and spin out. And I don't want to change gears and have that happen under high torque and really high inertia, right? Because like, you know, you're going 50k an hour. Think about it like outside. You're going 50k an hour, right? Kind of over the crest of a hill. And so changing into the 11 is a little bit like playing with fire, quite a bit, you know, like that, like, and so that's why I was upset, because I knew it at the top that if I changed down and then back up, I knew it was gonna drop, and it did. And I reached down to get it. It was like it was resting on my pedal, and I reached down to get it. Got it on, but started pedaling probably a little too soon. Well, not a little bit. I started pedaling too soon, trying to get back, and it dropped down into the bottom bracket. And so reached down to get it there. So a bit of a mess there, but 364, so 1 watt off what the goal was, doing, you know, 11 minutes straight out of the saddle. So when it comes to the Alpe, the idea here is, this is my kind of rationale for the whole workout. It was the Alpe, I'm going to be standing out of the saddle for the first 8, because it's so steep and I don't want to just be grinding down. So I'm just going to kind of power my way through the first several turns there until we get to the flat section in the middle. And so I'm going to be out of the saddle for the first 8 minutes. And so my idea was here, go for 11 minutes. It's kind of like basically the equivalent of like over distance training, you know. Gonna go out of the saddle for 11 minutes, and then 8 minutes will seem kind of short. And so accomplish that. And then the other was perfect. I mean, it was, you know, start 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're gonna get a good chunk of time. What's it called? I'm blanking on my math. 25 minutes, sorry. 14, 60, yeah, 25 minutes. You get 25 minutes at 335 to 340. And I mean, I built them 335 up to about 344 on the last. Just wanted to get the KOM from Jeremy there. That's why I put in the little surge over the crest. Figured on the TT bike, this is where I'm going to make the time. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, built the power perfectly there. Legs felt better and better as I went, which is the whole idea. And as I said, the sub goal is that by being out of the saddle for 11 to 12 minutes, I'm kind of going to be not wanting to be in the saddle for that section, because and it was true, like it did exactly what I wanted, which was it felt really gummy getting up out of the saddle, like really like, ugh, this is not comfortable, which is the idea, because normally I'm much more comfortable out of the saddle. And so yeah, goal accomplished. Just see what the graph looks like here in a minute. We're finished in a minute and a half, because that will be hour and 20 for the ride, I believe. Hour 15, I guess. Okay. Well, that's good enough. We're done at an hour 15. Anyways, so very successful. It's gonna be a shame when this drops under 300. Done in 20 seconds. Hang in there, baby. 301. Don't you go on me. Please stay. I want you. I need you. Oh God. Don't leave me. Oh, where's the grab? Oh, well, that sucks. Come on. Well, that's a shame. Why doesn't it do that anymore? Let me see if I can figure this out. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let's see if we can get this. One sec. And then I'll end this. So let's maybe, if this closes on me, Safari maybe? No, screen cap. Okay, hold on. Am I still on? One second. Okay, we're still on. So now we come here and go like this. Yes, it worked. Okay. Turn this fan off. I'm freezing. Ooh. And no ice vest on this time, so Alpe will be better. Okay. What are you guys looking at? Let's see. Okay. So let's check this out real quick. And then I'll get these shorts off. So how long were we dropped out for? 25 seconds. Holy jumping. So 23 seconds at 0. Here's where I tried, and then I was like, nope. So, now. Okay. So at this point in time, we're 370. Okay, so we're smashing. Being like, this is good. It's good. I could hold this all day. And then I'm gonna be an idiot and just try to change gears here at 50k an hour or 60k an hour, basically on a downhill there, going into the sprint. Drop the chain. 25 seconds. Son of a gun. Come back and let's see. Here's where I'm like, I'm gonna get this back right in the next 25 seconds, and then it's like, nope, you're an idiot. Calm down. Ready? Ready to see the number? What are we guessing? I'm gonna guess 378. Oh my god. I was so close. 379. So close. That's good intuition. Better than I thought. But 379. I'm very curious to see what the cadence was on the Alpe, because this is at 72. Here's like, oh my god, I'm going to spin out. But 379 for 8. Holy Moses. In the worst conditions possible, because it's like I'm in the 12, which just feels so weird out of the saddle. But that's sick. I will say the only disappointment of the entire workout was right here, where it's like, I don't understand what you're doing pedaling at 150. Like, what is this? Like, in the granny gear here, like, this is Bush League. Like, 136. Like, get it going, my man. This should have been 220. Ruined the entire average. It would have been a sick average if it wasn't like, I don't know what we're recovering from, but no, seriously. That annoys me at 140. That's the lowest power I've done all year. But anyways, or I mean in the last few months. And then this is pretty sick. Let's see it in the distance. Thank you. And the time. One, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that makes sense. Heart rate stayed dead steady. Look at that. That's excellent. Excellent. What's funny about every single one of these intervals is they felt terrible for the first, like, 75 seconds. And then the last 75 seconds, it was like, I keep this all day. And so it felt like, like, look how, like, the first chunk of this interval, it's like, what the hell? Like, who the hell came up with this workout? And then look how dead steady that is. Like, for me, who is, like, the least efficient pedaler you're ever going to see, look at that. I mean, look at the heart rate. It's like, look at this. Look at the cadence. Look at this. 77. It's like a robot. 77, 77, 77. Look at that. Look at that. Holy moly. Robotic. All right, and now the big stat I want to see. Let's take this. Let's go from here. It's not bad. Not bad. If it wasn't for this, like, recovering at 140, holy moly, this is gonna bother me for the rest of the entire day. Anyways, I don't know what I'm doing there. Okay, anyways, the idea is if I can smash this workout, then I can dismantle the time from the other month on the Alpe, and I think we're in a good position. Because if I could do that on that course, the idea is also that the first 8 minutes, which actually, now that I think about it, even if you have this little gap, this is still 8 minutes, right? Hold on. 7:54. So that's how long it's going to take me to get to the flat. And I did that at 379, which is about 15 watts higher than I'm going to do on the Alpe to that section. So if I could do that, and then I'm going to recover at 300, and then we're going to bump back to 335 to 340, and then I'm going to build that last section. I should be able to do this pretty well here. because 15-watt difference, and then the thing is it will feel a lot easier than it did today, which where like there's just the undulations, and I'm sitting in the 12, right? It's just really uncomfortable being in the saddle in the 12. But unfortunately, there were no uphill races, and I really wanted to do this workout. I've had this in my head for a long time, being like I want to do like an over distance where I'm gonna just mash out of the saddle for a really long time, and then 8 minutes won't seem all that long. And in case you're wondering, it's because I am really good out of the saddle, and so it's like I want to take advantage of that. And I feel like on other Alp attempts, I've been scared and not really taking advantage of the fact that it's like Alberto Contador lived out of the saddle. I don't like it's like take advantage. It's not, even though you see the Chris Froomes of the world just spinning out in the saddle, up Fawn 2 or something like that. That's not me. I'm really good out of the saddle. Why am I trying to ride like Chris Froome, being in the saddle, right? I don't ride like that. I do really well just dancing on the pedals out of the saddle. So I would stand for 34 minutes if I could build up my strength for that. Maybe I do that, but like it's like this is what I wanted to do, and I did that the last time up the Alp. It's like, let me take advantage of the fact that out of the saddle I am pushing really good power, and I have been able to do this for the last decade. So it's like, take advantage, get out of the saddle, and just mash the pedals. I don't have to ride like Froome at 90 RPM. Ride like me. Ride how I want to ride. And that's what this workout's about. It's training that, and it's going over distance to what we'll need to do on the Alp. And it'll feel a lot easier having something to push against. Because you can see, even on these, right, as soon as I got onto the hill, which is I think about here, like, look how much it steadied out the power, right? And the effort was just, like, look at that. Like, it's just, like, just cruising. Like, whenever it was steady, this is actually a pretty impressive 7-minute with, on the S's there. Pretty darn good. But yeah, like, it's like, here's the steady section, and look how rock steady the power is on that. It'll give me something to push against, and so it should be a lot easier out of the saddle. Yeah, I know, that one was on my list today, Jason. It was just too late in the day. I haven't had lunch yet. I saw that one, the Power to the Tower. I like that course a lot, but it would have meant that I would have been hitting the climb, now. And it's like, it's 3:30 in the afternoon, so it was more just the timing of the day. But I'll race on that at some point. But it was too late in the day, and I didn't want to have to take like 40 gels just to not bunk. It's just, yeah, it would have been tough. Any case, look at 299, son of a. That's pretty cool. That's a sick workout. I'm proud of that. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna smash the Alp. That's it. I've decided. I have decided I'm gonna dismantle it. Not PB, but maybe I just push 380. Because I think actually the first 8 minutes, it'll feel a lot easier. Even if I did 380, which is more than I should be doing, it'll feel a lot easier on the Alp. Because I'll be pushing up a 12% gradient versus going through the S's. Like, look at this. Like, going through the S's at 60 RPM and then like, oh my god, I'm spinning out. I think, yes, I did. I knew it. I thought there was somewhere I hit like 96 RPM today. That's the highest RPM I've hit in 2 years. I knew it on one of those S's going up the hill. I'm like, oh my mercy. I thought I was going to fly through that wall. Out of control. But any case, alrighty. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry about swearing for a few seconds there. But you can understand dropping the chain at 170 RPM is upsetting. But then we just beasted it. For the rest of it. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you later. Next one, I'll do one of the weekly workouts once again. And yeah, I'll catch you later. And again, apologies for swearing. It wasn't much swearing, but that's why I hit the no, it's not made for kids thing. So, kids out there, don't be like me. Don't, control yourself. Control yourself. Have some poise. Don't be me, who just flips out at little tiny things. It's not healthy. Be smart. Poise.